Good evening, everybody. This is Tuesday, December the 19th, and you are watching Survivor's Circle. Uh, Hello, Maria. So we're doing something a little bit different. I saw a movie last week. It just came on Amazon Prime, and I'd heard about it before, and didn't really pay that much attention because the usual, what do they call them, previews or whatever, were so damn confusing. I couldn't understand what it was about. The movie is Everything Everywhere All at Once. Uh, I thought, nah, there's no way I'm. Well, number one, it has to be a very special movie to get me in the theater these days. And number two, I didn't understand what it was about. So I still don't completely know what it's about, but it's like a family story. It's a comedy. It's science fiction story, the psychodrama, the character study, philosophy. Yes, it's all those things. I think it's the best movie I've seen in years. You know, so the so that's my choice of names for today. I am Wayman. Wayman is the actor. I don't even know his name, but he was one of the kids in the Goonies. Some of you will remember the Goonies, and that's really more my son's age group that looked at that movie than me. And it was great. He is the second, like the co-star, and it's his first movie since 30 years ago when he did, as a child star, really, the Goonies. And it's kind of funny because he's really good. I was impressed with his character in this movie. But I guess part of why it affected me is we've talked about the structure of the universe. Okay, there's this part here where we are. Okay, and there's the part that we visit when we have extra special experiences. There's another part where ghosts live. There's maybe who knows how many parts there are. Um, and this movie looks at that as something that I had always entirely discounted because the physics get too crazy. The multiverse. That we live in a multiverse, that each quantum change, each decision tree creates an entirely new universe. Okay? Which just doesn't make any sense whatsoever. It really doesn't. You know? I mean, it's yes. The numbers get too big instantly. So I thought, see, that doesn't make any sense. But then if you blend that back into the simulation, okay, these are all different simulations that the real us that's out there somewhere is playing each of these different roles, different versions, for God knows what reason. But I'm thinking, that kind of does make a sense. That begins to make sense, and it begins to put things in perspective, because I tend to take things too damn seriously sometimes. I think you'll agree with that, Maria. See, this is one shot. It's the shot we're doing here now. That's just one. How about, we've pretty well screwed the pooch on this one, some people might think. But hey, that's okay. We have an infinite number of do-overs. So eventually we'll get it straightened around.
We'll need to find a way to change that.
Okay.
I keep my microphone muted because I have
busy kittens.
Oh my goodness. He is so happy for me to be at home, and he purrs constantly. So I guess that's a good thing.
Mm-hmm.
But anyway.
Yeah.
No, Evelyn was was Wayman's wife.
Mm-hmm.
That was just, and I get what they're talking about, and that is such a rabbit hole to go down because I was watching this movie and I'm like, oh my God, I got another hour to go.
Well, I will admit it starts a little bit slow, or I will say it starts really, really slow the first time you watch it.
Well, I think the beginning of it is so confusing because they're setting in the IRS.
Speaking Chinese.
Well, yeah, because I thought, oh shit, if I have to read this whole movie, this isn't going to happen. Charles is going to have to wing this one on his own.
Yes.
But it was just them sitting in the tax office, and then all this starts. And you're thinking, okay, this is happening in a different reality. It's not actually happening, but it was actually happening. And then plus there was other stuff going on at the same time. And that's the part of it that I didn't like that, because you had all of this stuff happening at the same time.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Which
it is.
I mean, I know you have to.
What's worse than that is not only is it happening in all these different universes at the same time.
Mm-hmm.
Towards the end of the movie,
they're keeping up with it.
It's blending. It's blending in. It's leaking from one to the other. Okay.
I'll tell you the point that I almost turned it off.
I can imagine. Yes.
The bagel.
You don't like everything on your bagels?
I don't eat bagels, but it was like when that reference was made, I'm like, you know what? Fuck this. I'm done. And I seriously almost turned it off then. I was like, this is so ridiculous. You can't, I mean, and like you said, yes, that was hilarious. It was funny, but it was like, are they trying to make this a comedy? Are they trying to make this something that you can look, or is it a love story? To me, when I got done with it, this was a freaking love story, and I just wasted 2 hours of my life on a love story. And I'm just...
It's a love story between Evelyn and
her husband and her father. And I'm like, seriously, when the movie, I just wasted 2 hours on a love story. I can't stand, I don't like those shows. But it was like, you not told me you'd watched it, and this is what the show was going to be about tonight. Mm-hmm. I would not have even gotten past the IRS tax office scene. I just would turn it off and go, nope.
I thank you for your sacrifice.
You owe me.
Okay, yeah. Well, wait a minute.
$20 an hour.
You'll have to come up with a movie that you can ask me to watch.
That I know you're going to hate.
or not.
Or I know you're not going to like it.
Oh,
I
okay.
don't know.
Well,
I don't think I've.
try to imagine one that you like that I
Hmm.
won't.
Hmm. I don't
Now
know.
that might be tough. They're tough in
Yeah, that
itself.
might be.
Okay.
I don't know. There was okay. So speaking of movies, then we'll go back to this other one. Last
Wait a minute.
Friday,
Wait. What was that one? What was that one that had the series that had the buffaloes in it
Outer
and the
Range,
outer range?
and they've
That's coming
never
back.
come back.
That's coming back.
Is it?
Yes, it is.
Man, I saw it on my menu, and I was like, man, that's just cruel. Just don't even show that to me
Oh yeah,
because it was
no.
supposed to have come back last year.
It's yes, but it got delayed because of the white writers strike and this, that, and the other.
Actors.
So it is coming back.
Oh my God. Okay, wait a minute. What? Maria, fix that damn corner curtain. It looks like it is that way. So the candle's not close to it, and a cat can't make it any closer.
The cats are going to set the house on fire that way. Yes.
Yeah.
Oh
That's just to make sure because I just don't want.
Just a bunch of OCD people here.
I don't want a viral video of the curtains catching on fire. Yeah, sorry, Oofy.
Oh my God.
Maybe if there's a way I can crop that part out.
Oh, wait. Did you catch the part about the movie tie-in to 2001: A Space Odyssey?
Well, I didn't watch that movie either. So
okay.
Nope. I'm not a sci-fi. I'm not a true sci-fi girl at all.
No.
Mm-mm.
Mm.
No. Now, but I liked Abyss. The Abyss. I like that movie. That's a sci-fi movie. I would think.
It definitely
would be. I did like that one. I like Tremors. That's sci-fi.
But that's sci-fi.
Mm-hmm.
You know, you like maybe you like the monsters kind of sci-fi movies.
I don't know. Depends.
Godzilla.
Oh my God, I love Godzilla.
Godzilla is your hero.
I love Godzilla.
Especially Mecha Godzilla.
Mm-hmm.
You know. So.
I swear, man, if my dream had come true that I had the other night that I won $264 million in the lottery, I would have a Godzilla remote control that would that would shoot flames out and would scream, would roar. I would have that.
Mm-hmm.
Just for shits and giggles.
Yeah. That's what it's for.
That's what money's for.
That's right.
It's fun. It's like, what's your inheritance, son? The Godzilla out in the backyard. Oh, thank you. Looks like I cut it all off. How can you tell? You can't see it, Marco. Can't see it. I cut it off. It's all gone. This is as long as it is now. Mm-hmm. But thank you anyway. Smooth as butter. There you go. Mm-hmm.
So let me see.
Mm-hmm. I really am Oofy. Yeah. Crocodile Dundee meets Bigfoot. Yeah. I can handle that.
Okay. I like that movie.
Crocodile Dundee. That was fun.
You call that a knife?
I love that. But no, that other movie, the Everything, Everywhere, All at Once.
Mm-hmm.
And of course, Ron, I'm surprised he's like not all in this stuff going, see, I told you all. This is always happening. This is what it looks like. But they made a comment. He made a comment to Evelyn about everything that you never completed, everything that you ever failed at. That's another one of your alternate
Yes.
universes, parallel lives,
Yes.
whatever.
It's one of those switch points. Sure.
Right. And every one of them. But it's like there at the end, whenever she was seeing all of her switch
Mm-hmm.
points,
Yeah.
my God,
Yes.
that was
That
ridiculous.
hurt my eyes.
If
I would
you
like
had
I
seizure
would like to go
problems, you'd have
I
had
would like to
one.
go, oh yes. I would like to go through that like frame by frame and try to figure out what the you know what I'm saying? I swear I saw an alien. You know,
Man,
your
I didn't
typical
study it that
gray,
hard.
only in green in that one of those montages.
I'm sure. There's no telling what they threw in there.
Oh my God. Yep. Fay Ray. There you go. Those old 19
Oh.
was that
Mm-hmm.
1928
Mm-hmm.
when that was done?
Oh, I don't know.
Whew. The
I,
original?
I do.
I think it's been digitized and
Oh man, it's
enhanced or
been
something.
everything.
Much really.
There was.
It's amazing that they did what they did with the primitive
Mm-hmm.
techniques that they had at
Mm-hmm.
that time. That was like one of the first talkie movies to
Mm-hmm.
have first movies to have sound. It's
I
amazing.
think. I think the one that my mom took me and my niece and nephew to see King Kong when it came out in theaters. Late 70s, early 80s, something like that.
Oh yes, with what was her name? I can't think of it. Yes,
I don't know.
I
I don't
remember
know.
that one. Mm.
I don't know, but I remember when they shot King Kong down off of when he was laying in the street dying. I remember she made us leave soon after he fell, but and then she was like, "Well, I want to get out of here before um oh yeah, before the movie's over, so we won't be stuck in traffic." Well, we were like maybe number 10 in the movie theater at that time. She just didn't want to watch. She didn't really want to watch it. She didn't want to be there. That wasn't her kind of movie. But anyway, she
Hmm.
wasn't going to let us watch King Kong die. Which, if it comes between King Kong and Godzilla, I want Godzilla to live. And I am never, ever going to watch King Kong versus Godzilla. It's not happening. I'm not doing it. I keep being told it's an awesome movie. I need to watch it, but
Jessica Lange.
okay. Yeah.
It was
What was that?
1976.
Yeah. Okay. I remember it coming out in theaters. God, so that means I was 7. Yeah. Yeah. I was 7. So my nephew was 10 and
I wasn't displeased with that movie.
well, it's not like I've ever watched it again,
Yeah.
but I do remember it. You know,
Yes. Well, sure.
if it came on TV, I may have like glanced at it or whatever, but
I still, yeah, of the two, I still think the original was better. Although they spent a lot of money on the special effects and the mechanical effects of that particular of the 76 version, but it just didn't. I don't know. It didn't catch my imagination the way that. But then again, you only see something when you're 6 one time. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. To imprint you, something to imprint you. So yeah.
well, I mean, I can remember seeing replays of The Blob
Okay,
when I
with
was a
Steve
kid.
McQueen. Okay, yeah,
It was black and white.
yes,
Yeah.
I
They
know.
would okay, so they played it. I didn't sit down and watch it. I can just remember it
Hmm.
being on TV. And I was like, I get it, but I'm not going to sit down and watch this.
Hmm.
It's like it's playing in the background. I wasn't going to pay much attention to it. Um, and I'm trying to think, what was it? A Swamp Thing. I do remember seeing bits and pieces of it.
What was the monster from like Foggy Bottom or something?
I don't know. I couldn't tell you. I
Yeah,
just remember Swamp Thing.
yeah, Swamp Thing. Wait a minute, what was the other one? The one with the like the lizard man underwater. Wasn't
Wasn't that Swamp
oh
Thing?
I don't think so. I
Where he come walking up.
was that okay.
It was like a big
No, that was
lizard. Is that it?
Creature from the Black
There
Lagoon.
you go. Creature for yeah. There you
Okay.
go.
Yes.
Same
Yes.
thing. Same thing. I do remember Tales from the Crypt when that came out on HBO. And the Blob reminds me of this. It was the
Hmm.
kids that were out in the middle of the lake, and whatever this substance was that was in the water, if it touched them, it killed them.
And wobulated him.
I guess. I don't know. I do remember that.
Hmm.
Yeah. Black Lagoon. There you go.
I
AKA
don't know.
Ron's Bath. Yeah.
I would think. I'm thinking great, great Jaws.
That was a fabulous movie.
Yes. Uh, and there are so many good one-liners from Jaws. We got to get a bigger boat.
Yeah, we need a bigger boat. Mm-hmm.
Oh.
Yeah, that was great. That was a good movie. What was Elvira? Yeah, there you go. That was good. Back
Sitting
in
up late at night watching Elvira.
that was before we had cable. That's the only shit we could watch.
On the on the high channels.
Yeah.
UHF.
UHF. That was fun though. I mean, that's what you looked forward to on Friday and Saturday nights. Or was she on Friday? Either way. Friday or Saturday. Anyways.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you're a kid and you're staying up late. That's the only thing you got to see. Spooky wise, because everything went off of the air at midnight.
Let me see. I see Elvira was like second tier for me. Because when I started watching those kind of crazy shows when I was a kid, it was like there was a whole group of scary old guys, that did that. And I had a couple of names in my mind, but
Well, the Night
that's what it
Stalker
was.
was that just a regular show? It didn't have like an Elvira thing to it. It was just a show. Is that right?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. Oh, God. Really, Boris Karloff, the Wolfman, all the different zombie movies, mummy movies. Yeah.
I think the most that I had paid attention to as far as mummies or zombies or anything like that was just Abbott and Costello when they met Frankenstein.
That's right. It's hard to beat Abbott and Costello.
Yeah, because you had Dracula and the Mummy, Frankenstein all in there together. It's pretty good. That was pretty good.
Did the Three Stooges have any crossovers like that?
Yes, they did.
I'm pretty sure they did.
Mm-hmm. They did.
Yeah. I haven't watched any of their stuff in so long.
Oh man, it's on every morning.
Well,
But you have to get up early to see it.
that's, I guess,
Oh my goodness. Attack of the Killer Tomatoes. I
hmm.
did not watch it, but I remember hearing about it.
Mhm. Escapism. I guess that's what we need these days is more escapism. We'll have to come up with our own escapist
Oh, well,
themes.
we kind of do that. Ooh, look, here's V.
Hello, V. Glad to see you, babe.
But I'm
Oh,
trying to.
Dennis Weaver's first movie, Duel.
I don't know who Dennis
There was
Weaver is.
that was where he was being stalked by a crazy truck driver.
Oh,
Chased all over
okay. So now
halfway across the country.
Okay, so did Kurt? There was one with Kurt Russell, and I think he was the stalker in a V. Was he a truck driver? Oh man.
Oh, I don't know.
People read my mind. It was years ago. It ended up, and I can't think of the name of it. You think he's a good guy, but then you realize he's not. And I think he was.
Oh, wait a minute.
After a couple of girls, or a guy and a girl, and he killed.
That wasn't it's like a crossover from Duel.
I was going to say it's the same thing.
The guy that was being chased or whatever goes and looks in the trailer, and there's like bodies hanging in. Well, it's.
I don't know. I'm gonna just have to Google everything that Kurt Russell ever done. So that way,
it's like he's probably only done 3 films.
Yeah, should be
or 300. Yeah. No.
Kurt Russell.
Was it Escape from New York?
No, that wasn't it. But I do remember seeing that.
What was the one where he ends up surfing on a tidal wave?
That had Keanu Reeves in it. Patrick Swayze, right?
Oh, wait a minute.
Was that The Presidents?
Point Break.
Point Break. Yeah, because that's where they all had the president's faces on, and they were robbing banks.
Yes.
All right. Well, I'm gonna see if I can find this.
Like Ghost.
Yeah.
Ghost. Is that the one with? Oh my God. Whoopi Goldberg.
Yeah. And
Demi Moore.
Kurt Russell. All right. I gotta go back. Was it before that? It couldn't be. Maybe this was the 90s. Let's see. Yeah, he was in Backdraft. I do remember that. I didn't see. Okay, so they're showing Escape from LA, and I didn't see that.
Yes, that's the one with he was surfing away to get out of LA or something. I don't know.
Oh well, I can't find it by the name of it, but anyway, he had some good ones. He was in Tombstone, being my fave. So, but to go back to
Total Recall.
This was him driving down a highway somewhere, like killing people. He was a bad guy in this one, and I can't think of it. I'm sure as soon as we get done with it, I'll get on Facebook, Instagram, or Twitter or something, and it'll pop up, and then I'll know the name of it. But back to that. Everything, everywhere, all at once. other than the fact that it was a love story, what other thing did you get out of it? Like, did you think by at the end of it that the reason that Joy was acting the way she was is that she thought her mother treated her like shit all her life, or expected too much of her? What? Because that was mentioned in there a couple of
Her
times,
mother didn't respect her.
that they pushed her.
She didn't
too
respect
much.
her individuality and her choices, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Which, okay.
So that's
You
going to
don't,
cause your kid to grow
that,
up and be a
yeah,
murderer.
that's the way it is with kids. You don't necessarily have to be them, and they aren't you. You
Mm-hmm.
separate the two things, and you give them the respect and the freedom to be what they need to be, you know? And you
I
still
think
love them the same anyway, you know?
yeah.
If you're not, you're just being just a total narcissistic asshole, because it's not all about you.
You know what? But I get what was going on with her. She was
Sure.
busy. She was she was a mother, but she was also busy trying to
That's how
run
many
a business.
plates spinning, you know?
Mm-hmm.
And you got to run across. And because she was doing that, she was constantly concentrating on what she was doing wrong,
Mm-hmm.
rather than accepting the things that she was doing right.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Well, I guess I've never seen those things. Everybody talks about balancing plates. They used to do that on Ed Sullivan. Okay, that was a long time ago. You don't see those anymore. But you get this guy spinning these plates, just a regular dinner plate on rods, balanced on stage. And he starts with 1 and goes to 2 and 3 and 4 and 6 and 8 and 12, you know? And you have to get back and spin each one of them up before it slows down to the point where it falls over. And I guess we all do that to an extent in our lives. Okay. You start worrying about too many things, having too many irons in the fire, or trying to keep up with too many spinning plates. And you forget that some plates are important, you know? And if you get enough plates spinning, there's always going to be one that's falling, you know? So you're going to fail. You know, as you get more and more and more, failure is not just something that happens. Failure is an inevitability, because you're always going to reach your limits. And that Evelyn was just a person who was living life right at her limit. And obvious, and that's why everything was always failure, because she didn't have time to appreciate the things that were right. Okay.
Well, that, and a lot of times when you have too much going on, you start a project and you don't finish it.
Yeah, that too.
So I think
That
that's
too.
But
Another break.
no, the whole okay. So
just another broken point.
The whole martial arts thing with her. Some of these lives were things of choices that she didn't take. So, like, had she stayed, then she would have been into that martial arts, filmmaking, famous millionaire woman.
Mm-hmm.
That was a path that she didn't take, and that
That
was not
woman
something
was
that
as
she
unhappy.
started.
That successful movie star, martial artist, was absolutely as unhappy as Evelyn was,
Mm-hmm.
running the laundromat.
She was, but now this because some of the stuff that it was trying to make you think is that
Mm-hmm.
these were projects that she started and didn't complete. So
Mm-hmm.
those went in different directions. She didn't even go this direction. This was a
Right.
direction she didn't take. So
Yes.
that was part of one of her jumping pads. So
Mm-hmm.
they can't throw that bullshit in that movie. There was so many different paths, even the paths that she didn't take,
Mm-hmm.
got her.
But that's the point. She didn't. She took all the paths.
No,
Yeah.
eventually, I mean, she had to
Yeah.
jump to them, but no,
But
these
they
were things that
existed.
were
That was
going
how she
on.
jumped. That was how she jumped to them. They existed.
They are, but
They just
that
don't
they
exist in
weren't.
this universe. They
These were the
exist
ones
in
that
the
she
multiverse.
didn't. These were the paths that she didn't start.
But
These were the
she
paths
was.
that started on her
She was the
own
root.
because she
She
didn't take
was
them.
the root of all the paths.
Yes,
Yeah.
you are.
Okay.
But what I'm getting at is that he made the comment that everything that you failed
Mm,
at, that you didn't complete, these are these paths. She didn't take that path.
yes.
This is a path she didn't take. So that was misleading in that movie. And all of the other stuff that she never, the decision that she made to go this way,
Mm-hmm.
these paths went on their own and started for her. So this wasn't a movie about things that she had started and not completed.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I mean. She didn't start down that path and fail. That was a path that started because she didn't stay home. She left and married Wayman.
Yes. In one path,
Mhm.
but all paths are equal.
But the alternate path started not due to her failure. It was just started because she didn't take it. That makes no
Yeah.
sense to me. She didn't take that path.
Hmm.
So how can a path start that you didn't take?
But you take all the paths.
She didn't take
A
that
part
one.
of you takes all the paths.
Mm.
It's
Mm.
just the paths aren't on this branch. Okay.
Mm.
Uh,
It's just
yeah.
that part didn't make
Yep.
sense to me. It's like,
That,
oh, they lied.
it doesn't make sense.
Mm.
But
They lied.
sometimes it really, really. Oh, name the movie. Okay. I'll give this movie about ghosts. Wait, movie. Let's go back to your Killdozer. It's about a giant haunted bulldozer. That's the only one I can think of.
Oh no, what was that one that Stephen King did when all the
All with the
tractor
truck
trailers,
with
semis?
the big clown face on it.
Hmm.
Okay, what was
What
it?
was that
I
one?
can't remember it either. Mm,
But now that's not a power tool. That's
well,
complete
that's definitely a
overdrive.
powerful.
Overdrive.
That's definitely powerful. Oh
Hmm.
yes,
Hmm.
overdrive.
Hmm.
Yep. Uh, I don't know. I can't think of. I saw it. I can't remember the name of the show, but I like that idea of having a shotgun and a spacesuit.
Hmm.
Yes, that makes perfect sense to me. Hi, Kevin.
Alcatraz.
No, different Sean Connery movie. It was Outbound, Outland. Ah, thank you, Ron. Yeah.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
missed that one. Anyway,
I don't know. Maybe it's just me. It just seems like looking at it this way, the 80s and 90s, there were so many damn good movies, memorable movies. Okay, and that's like this one. It's actually 2 years old. It was done 2 years ago, and I'd have sworn it was in the movie theaters a couple months ago. So that's how I keep up.
Too, and I kind of think that movies that are memorable from 80s and 90s is because we didn't have the cable choices that we do now. We didn't have Prime. We didn't have Netflix. We didn't have.
We're overloaded.
We are, and nobody can keep up.
Yeah,
Yeah, nobody can keep up.
No.
And there's still, and I've never been able to find this on Netflix, Prime, anything. The movie Mr. Brooks. And
is that with
I don't have the DVD, and I want it back. I can't. I'm gonna have to order it or something. I want the physical copy of it. I don't want some kind of digital shit. That's with Kevin Costner in it.
Okay.
And that Mr. Brooks is a great serial killer movie.
Oh, okay.
And I can't think of his alternate ego's name. But anyway.
Mr. Earl Brooks.
It's a good movie. If you like a good serial killer movie with a great plot twist, that's a good one. And that's a 2000 movie, in the 2000s. Maybe no, it could have been 2011, 10, somewhere in there.
2007.
Okay.
Marshall was his killer identity.
Yeah, it's great. It's good. It's what happens when you're a millionaire, all the shit you can do. You can build Godzilla.
If you've a mind to.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see.
Yeah, there you go. Serial killer movie falls under the educate. Yeah, that's it. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Oh God.
Chase says he still watches the original Twilight Zone episodes. I didn't when I was in high school because they were on all the time.
All the time. Great. Yeah.
What was the other one?
I'll have to Outer Limits.
Yeah, I never watched those.
We control the horizontal. We control the vertical. Yes.
Yeah. Twilight Zone was enough. I was like, yeah, the other I was just like, nah, I'll pass. It's the same thing, just a different title. Egg McMuffins are great serial killers of all. You are Hoofy. Oh my God, what would we do without you? I don't ever want to find that out. Oh, yes.
That was hilarious. That was a brilliant idea.
Is that Josh? Josh? Well, Kevin would know. Is it Tosh? Anyways, I thought he was the one that did that for the movie theater 3000. Yeah. Mystery Science Theater. Yes. Thank you, Bobby. I couldn't watch that. I knew it would be funny, but I just didn't have the tolerance for the talking during a movie. I can't do it. But it was great. And I think it came back after years off of being not around. So.
Oh my God.
Yeah, there's a whole lot of other good stuff. There was a movie. So after I watched that movie, something while I was popped up, and it was called The Crucifixion. And I thought, and I read the description of it, and it's supposedly based. I love how they describe it, based on true story written, and I think it was done by the people, produced by the ones that did Conjuring, and there was something else that they came up with this. But supposedly this was supposed to be a real life thing that happened, and I didn't get chance to watch it.
Oh my.
My brain was already fried from the
somehow the title didn't just grab you and pull you in and make you watch it, right?
Yeah, no, it could have, but I was still reeling over the 2-hour love story that I just watched, and I'll never get that time back. But anyway, but I mean, I'm just giving you shit, Charles. I mean,
I know.
it was something totally, completely different, and it is one of those movies. If you want to catch everything that's going on in it, you're gonna have to watch this movie.
Yeah.
2 or 3 times, maybe 4, just to catch all the little details that's going on.
Let's see. Your favorites are Mr. Brooks and Clue.
Mm-hmm. Murder mysteries. Yes.
Yes.
Oh, and sometimes I'll fall asleep at night watching the ID channel, which has a lot to do with murder stuff. These moments in cerebral silence are so relaxing, truly a form of the Zen for unique practitioners. I don't even know what the hell that means. But thanks for sharing, Ophie. Cerebral silence sounds hard. Yeah, this is true.
I don't know. Maybe that's why I like this movie. Like this movie so much. Because by the time I got finished with the movie, my head was just going, you know? And I like that, you know? And then as it spins down, it starts to, okay, oh, okay, yeah. I mean, this actually, the whole idea of the multiverse, which I've always said, that just ain't happening, you know? And I find, oh, okay, that's what they were talking about. And you know what? It makes about as much sense as anything else. So, okay, I can go with that. I have to give it an entirely new look, be a little more appreciative of it.
But you know, okay, so she had to go through that. How that was a day. That was a 24-hour thing that she had to go through. Is that right? Yeah. No more pics for you.
So another woman that didn't like the movie, the movie choice. Uh-oh.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, what can I say?
Mm-hmm.
I still got to find that cartoon. I will find that cartoon.
We'll start searching.
I'm talking about.
No, that movie. Okay, so let's correlate that with disclosure. If that happened to her within 24 hours, and she grabbed the concept of it and everything else that was going on and learned how to fix the problem, and we keep being told that people can't be told about
after UFOs. 70 years. Yes. After 70 years of leaks and preparation. You know what? You know what the problem now is? Actually, honest to God, if 3 alien races all walked out in diplomatic garb at the United Nations and were introduced by President Joe Biden, okay? It's from Arcturus, the Pleiades, and Mxophilus. Absolutely nobody would believe it. And everybody would just say, oh, so I knew that. Next. What's going on? Well, you know.
Well, you're going to have to find something else. You're going to have to find a way to do it to where Joe Biden or any president has anything to do with it, because number one, who's going to believe this stupid shit anyways?
Well,
Other
that's
than the sex pictures that are coming out from the Senate floor, I'm just saying
oh,
from all that, because, this ballot held decency with it. But
wait a minute. Is that after the sexual assault by the husband of the woman who is leading the charge to get
the brother's cousin,
spiking
sister-in-law's
smoke
ex-wife,
out of,
best
yeah,
friends,
I mean,
whatever.
who the
What
hell
I'm getting
cares?
at.
Yeah, who the hell
People, okay,
cares?
so people are talking about this UFO disclosure. Oh, we need the
Mhm.
government to tell us about UFO disclosure. They,
Yes,
they need to disclose all this stuff. Okay.
yes.
Number one, they can come out and tell you anything at any time. Like you said, nobody's going to believe it. They're already telling you they have this shit
Yes.
on radar and everything else.
Hmm.
So that's not the disclosure people need. The disclosure people need is the killings, the abductions, the mutilations, the shit that the
Hmm.
government has done to all of these people for generations.
Yeah.
And your great granddaughter's not allowed to talk about the shit that happened, because we know you're still hiding evidence. We've not found it yet.
Mhm.
That's the disclosure people aren't going to be able to handle. That
Mm.
you're attacked.
Mm.
I mean, come on. People have been abducted. People have been killed.
Yes.
The government has killed people
Oh,
because
what is
of
his
their
name?
abductions, of their experiences, and that they've talked about it.
Mm.
And then to make it even worse, to make it look like that you just committed suicide or your
Mhm.
brakes failed. Oh my gosh, after,
Hmm. Or you were shot for attacking a deputy sheriff in the middle of the night.
yeah, yeah,
Oh, that
that's
was
the disclosure
behold
people need.
the pale horse.
Hmm.
Remember him?
Hmm. Yep.
Yeah.
That's the disclosure that people need. Nobody cares about this light in the sky bullshit.
Hmm.
But that's not what you're going to get. You're going to get swamp gas. You're going to get, oh, well, they were doing psychedelic drugs and they dreamed all this shit. We've got the proof. Here's their lab work. This is
Yeah.
so, yeah. But let me know the parallel universes that those people are living in, the ones that have been abducted and mutilated. And yeah,
Ooh.
let's see a movie about that.
Yes. Yes.
Hmm.
Ooh. Hmm. Yes. The reality, the hidden parts of this universe need to be dug up and opened. The the wounds that have been plastered over for all this time, the band-aids need to be ripped off, and those things need to be addressed.
Hmm. Yeah,
But and
it's not going to happen. It's not going to happen. I
yeah.
mean, it just isn't. And people just kind of need to get over that. Hello, Charles.
There,
Wake
there are so many
up.
there's so many things that are just tied.
Mhm.
Oh, we can't talk about that. It's too soon.
Oh yeah.
Okay. Let's talk
Mhm.
about what really happened in New York on 2001.
Mhm.
Okay. Oh no, we can't talk about that. It's too soon. Oh, we can't
Well,
talk about
it's not really that it's too
we can't talk
soon.
about that. We're at war. We can't talk about that. We're, you know,
It's yeah,
uh,
it's not that it's too soon. It's just that, oh, you need to be locked up because you're
Oh,
throwing
exactly.
out the facts that your own government attacked you. That's what they don't like. They really, and they don't care anymore. They don't care that people know about all the things that they have done down
Yeah.
years. They don't care that you know anymore.
Eventually we just become super saturated with all of it. Um,
Desensitized.
what the hell was it? And this is just a number pulled out of my head, but there were 230 mass shootings in the United States last year.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and that's a shooting that involves more than 4 people who were not in the same family. Okay, so some guy kills his wife and 2 kids. That doesn't count. Those don't count. Those are too common to be even
because they were
considered.
white and they lived in the suburbans. Those don't count.
Yes,
Mm-hmm.
There's a reason. We don't need to understand. We don't have to understand. We can't be expected to understand why this happened. That this is happening at all. Okay? Is the question. Why is this? What is there anything that we can do? Okay? Or is there something that we have done badly that has created this situation? And nobody even wants to even look at it. Okay? Oh no, we can't talk about that. We can't talk about that. That's not important. Well, I think it is. I think it is important.
It is important, but then you have to follow the history. You have to know history. And they're too busy wiping it out.
Yeah.
Way too busy wiping it out. So, and we're allowing that to happen. We're not stopping that. Everything's digital and it's changed constantly. So that's why I keep saying I wish I had all of the encyclopedias that my parents had bought when we were all kids.
Oh.
To see how much things changed from then till now.
Well, there's still I don't know. You go to a reference library, you might be able to find a few of those left over.
Now, one day they'll all burn.
Probably. Well, they're not worth, nobody's looked at one of them, for 15 years. It's taking up space. Space costs money,
And then going to the historical societies in each county.
That's a place I would love to see. It's like the annex to the Library of Congress, where they have a copy of everything.
Well, pretty much. Pretty soon they'll probably cut you out of that.
Yeah. Well, it's not like you or I could walk in there and go to the special rooms.
Oh, sure.
Yeah.
Special ed rooms, maybe, but not the special rooms.
They put us in the special rooms with the padded walls.
Yeah. And the nice, pretty little white jacket that hugs yourself. Yes. Makes you hug yourself. Yeah. So you feel good. Yeah.
I can say when I was a kid, I'm saying first, second grade, we got a set of an old used set of encyclopedias, but they weren't Encyclopedia Britannica. They were a topical encyclopedia. Okay. It started. I think it was like 16 volumes. Start with A's: astronomy, astronomy. B, biology, chemistry, and up like as a topical, as a topic. Anything about, and there were indexes, okay, but you could just sit there and read like the history of chemistry up to the modern day and what was being up. You could educate yourself all the way up to carbon molecule formations of chemistry, and it was fast. And I read those, and it didn't seem to matter what I picked up. You could pick up anything and start reading anywhere in the book, and it was just because it was facts, you know.
Nobody likes facts.
Do they have Is that what the inflatable rooms are now? They have those little playrooms for trampolines.
We're too big for those. We need the room.
No.
The room. Mm-hmm. Yeah, we copyright issue. That's true. That's true. But yeah, I mean, it's rewriting everything, and not to say that it was written correctly in the first place, mind you. But it would be interesting to see how it changes.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I think. Do I have my 8th grade civ? I don't know. I'll have to look. I'll have to see what books I kept from school that I wasn't supposed to. Oops.
Uh-huh. I'm trying to think.
What's bad about that?
Somehow I was having a conversation with someone about something.
That's usually how it goes.
And I brought up that the thing that bothers me is that physics, the basic parts of physics, okay? We've come through the Chicago and the super colliders, the linear accelerators, the super colliders, and everything is going on. We've gone from breaking the nucleus of atoms to neutrons to a whole family of particles. And we haven't actually learned anything in 70 years. There has not been a breakthrough in physics in 3 generations.
That you know of.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Correct. You know? And that would be like going back to 1900. And so we're going to go back to 1800. Look at all the things that changed in science between 1800 and 1900. They didn't know what heat was. They didn't know what light was. They were trying to work out the properties of focuses and mirrors in 1800. In 1900, by 1900, we pretty much had everything figured out. There was a famous physicist at the time in like 1895 that said, all we got to do from now on is figure out the last few decimal points. Everything that we know everything about the universe that we need to know. And then they decided that they didn't know anything. Okay. They went from that in 1895 to 1907 when E equals mc squared. And we've been stuck there for really almost over 100 years. So that we know of.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's true. That is true. Yeah. Poor CT. In trouble again. He'd keep CT away from Andy. Andy's been quiet this
I
evening.
know.
A little scared.
I've got some something.
Maybe I should check Skype.
Only one. Only one from Andy, and it's a Christmas card.
Oh.
I don't know what this is.
I wouldn't open it on air,
Ugh.
just in case. Andy sends me good shit. Just saying.
Okay.
And I'm nice and I do share it sometimes, but sometimes I don't think I should. Because you just don't ever know.
That's true.
You don't know what police are going to come by on your YouTube channel and snatch that up.
I don't worry about it. I just don't. Because
I don't care. They can remove all of them. I don't give a shit.
There you go. You know, make sure you erase them really, really good.
We're here for a fun time, not for a long time. You know.
Mm-hmm. It. You know, putting it out there, talking about it, got. It's already served its purpose with me.
Mm-hmm.
I feel better.
Oh yeah.
I don't really give a damn what happens next.
What is this? Did anyone see the Aldi commercial with Kevin the Carrot? No, I have not seen that.
I think not.
Kevin the Carrot.
That must have been a special edition for Minneapolis. Out of Minneapolis. Yeah. Okay. Gee, new topic. Gosh.
Uh-oh. I think he's fixing to send it to one of us. Send it to Charles because Charles, his share screen works better than mine. Mine just never works anymore.
Okay, how am I going to do this? Okay, that'll work. And close. That's weird. How come I can't see that window? Window. There it is. Aha. There we go. That's from Andy.
Oh, that is cute.
Special Christmas card from Andy.
That, man, whoever did that put a lot of work into that.
Yes.
Or it looks like they did. They might have gotten smart and figured out how to do it without doing a whole lot of work, but looks great.
Okay, next.
Kevin and the Christmas.
It's a wonderful time of year. 5 lucky winners waited for William Conqueror Bale. Inside, the Flumpty Dumpties prepared a big celebration.
Welcome to my world of Christmas innovation. Look, chocolatey sprouts.
The guests were told politely they really mustn't touch, and the greedy, gluttonous grape didn't listen very much.
My beautiful gravy.
The sulky, sour rhubarb always put herself first. It was just a matter of time before her bubble burst.
I got the inside now.
Came a frosty shout Then she learns her lesson. That spoiled little sprite.
I can see his blue crack.
Christmas isn't selfish. It's not all me, me, me. Yet nobody had mentioned this to the mischievous Kiwi. Only Kevin the Carrot clearly understood the true meaning of Christmas and the importance of being good.
Congratulations, Kevin. You passed the test. I'd like to present you with the cheese to the factory.
Wow, that's huge, Willie. Can I share my good fortune with everyone?
That's the spirit, Kevin.
Seasonal goodwill is truly in the air, for Christmas is a time that's sweeter when you share.
Kevin is so not listening right now, or he'd have been all over that. But I will definitely have to share that.
Yes.
Kevin the Carrot. Oh, man.
Oh, yes. And by the way, to those who might not have seen it, you had a really good show last night.
Oh, thank you. Bree was great.
Oh, yeah. She was a lot of fun.
Yeah. If anybody can catch that, it's Late Night Screams. And it was on ERT. So you can go back through there. I think that's right. They can still find it on your YouTube channel, right, Ron?
Mm-hmm.
But go back and that's amazing. And I absolutely, man, she's doing what I used to do and what I would love to get back into doing. That's hard to
Putting
do that.
Putting in that many hours and putting that many hours of an investigation
And
just
have
out
a
there.
full-time job.
Oh my God, really?
Yeah. So,
Well,
but
she
she
had like a couple hours off between the two previous investigations in the show last night. You could tell she was a little.
Well, and she had told us that she'd only had like an hour and a half of sleep.
Yeah.
When she came on, so she said I'm going to be a little loopy, but no, I mean, there was one year that I did 56 investigations in 1 year.
Oh my God.
56. And that includes Octagon Hall leading the novice investigations there. And the residential investigations that I got to do, I mean, it was just, it was amazing. And if I could do all that again, I would. I had no sleep because you have to get to the point. I mean, you have to review all your evidence. So if you've got 4 hours of audio you've got to listen to, you've also got 4 hours of video and audio so that's 8 hours right there that you've got to review. You can't skip over that.
Nope.
So, and I think I need to shut up because I could go on forever about that. But people don't get it. I mean, if you've got a security cameras put up, set out within somebody's house.
Yeah.
And you're there for 8 hours.
Mm-hmm.
And then, you're doing an investigation for 8 hours. So you've got 4 cameras that you have to review 8 hours apiece because you can't lump them together. Then you've got 8 hours of audio, and then you've got 8 more hours of video, pictures. And then, that's not including the pictures that you've taken. So, I mean, there's been times I've taken over 400 pictures in one investigation. And you've got to review every one of them. So, I mean, it's a dedication people just can't grasp. And you're not getting paid for it. You're doing this just because you freaking like it. You know, this, and you're buying your equipment, your cameras, your lights, and people do fancy up. I mean, equipment does upgrade, but if you tell me I need to go, and this Estes thing that they keep talking about, blows my mind because everybody acts like this is a whole new, oh my gosh, this is a whole new thing. I would go into a separate room of the house and I would have on headphones. I'd have connected to my spirit box and a recorder. And I would repeat the words that I could understand.
Uh-huh.
Now, at the same time, the investigation was going on downstairs. People were asking questions and things like that.
Mhm.
So my recorder was synced up with theirs. So whatever questions that they were asking was recorded. My answers were recorded on my recorder,
Mhm.
and they were synced up. Now you're talking about two separate ends of the house. I can't hear what they're talking about. All I'm hearing is and I didn't have a blindfold. What the hell you need a blindfold for?
Yeah.
I never understood this.
Right.
I think that was just for visual effect for anybody that's watching this. But the stuff that would come out of that was incredible. So your spirit box was picking up all of this activity that was going on at the other end of the house.
Yeah.
It's pretty interesting. But you're yawning, so you're not interested.
There's so much of that stuff that's actually been done,
Mhm.
but that's not what makes it on cable TV.
No.
You know what I'm saying? It's oh my God, I saw something.
Yeah,
Oh,
but I mean,
what?
and that's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
The
you know,
visual effect of this, oh my gosh, they've put her in a chair with headphones and a blindfold. Oh my God. No, fucking stop. We've been doing this shit for years. You just sit in another room and another end of the house, so you can't
Yes.
hear the conversation that's going on. And then
That's the
two,
important thing.
yeah, and then two, they're recording and they're catching EVPs on their
Mhm.
recorder.
Yes.
So when you sync all this stuff up, I mean, it's just incredible the evidence that you can get in something like that. And that's when you're talking, when you're in a room by yourself and you're asking questions, you can't hear what's being said to you a lot of times, unless it's a disembodied voice.
Yeah.
A lot of it's the EVPs that hit the recorder. And it's crazy to think that voice is on that recorder and you're in the same room holding the same thing close to your face and you can't hear what's being said.
Right.
And they can't tell you how or why that happens.
No.
So,
And it happens consistently.
Mhm.
It isn't something.
Dude, you could do
this
that
happened
tonight.
once 20 years ago. No, this
Mhm.
shit happens all the time.
I take audio recordings of every meeting that I'm in
Mhm.
because I take a lot of the notes down, and I do write as I'm in these meetings, but I don't want to forget an important point that maybe I didn't get written down. So, anyways, no, I've caught EVPs on these when I go back and listen to them, and people think I'm crazy until I play it back to them. But they want to ignore it, and I'm like, that's fine. But I just want to let you know I'm not crazy.
Mhm.
I
Yeah.
got recorded. So
Yes.
anyway.
Oh, God.
So, but Charles is yawning, so I think it's time for us to bail.
I think we've done okay today. We're
Yeah, we did.
an hour and 20 minutes. That's pretty good. Pretty good for this time of year.
Jason just said the kitty's giving you EVPs right now. Yeah, here you go.
Yes, probably.
A little bit closer.
I just looked. My dog's gone. Oh my God.
You probably kicked Max out.
No, I didn't. The door's open. He's just bored with me. He didn't even come over and say hi.
No, I know.
He's mad. He's mad. He's
What'd you
mad.
do to
He
him?
doesn't like. He does not like snow. He's not a snow dog.
Oh. So do you have to pack him outside to make him go use the potty and then pick him up and bring him back in?
No.
I'm home. He's here.
Oh, there you go. Grandma's home. So,
Oh, she took
yes.
care of it. Yeah, Max is in the top coffee can. That's bad. That's too soon, Jason.
Maxwell House. Oh.
Oh. Yeah. Yeah. No. Too soon. Too soon. Well,
Okay,
thank you. So are we doing a show the day after Christmas?
I don't know. Let me know. I don't think that's. You're gonna be out and about. You're gonna be out with the granddaughter. I hope.
I'm going this week, and I'm going the week after Christmas.
I am home because my daughter and my granddaughter are attempting to paint a porch
In the snow.
20-degree weather with a heat gun.
I
Sounds
want
like-
the
sounds like a plan.
drugs that they're on. I want the drugs they are on.
The granddaughter's selling her house,
Mhm.
and her mom, my niece,
Mhm.
wants to do everything to help.
Mhm.
Oh no, we can make this a little bit better. The house is sold. They're waiting for the inspection, FHA inspection.
Oh.
FHA inspections are like, yeah, there's a house, there's a roof on it. There ain't no holes in the sides. Good enough. We're out of here. You know what I mean? Any house that's livable is going to pass an FHA inspection. So crazy. Somebody has to get pictures of this.
Mhm.
trying to paint the porch ceiling in the snow.
I'm trying, Bobby. Hang on just a second, baby.
Which one? This one? Okay.
Mine is my share screen. My browser has blocked my screen, so I can't. I don't know what has happened. So if you don't have it, I can send it to you, Charles.
This one?
Yes. Yeah. That'll
Yes.
work.
Secret Santa.
Yeah.
Be good or else.
Exactly. That's exactly right. Oh, Andy sent another one. You got to find it. You got to show it.
Okay.
And then we will back off.
Okay, let's see. Well, it's got to be here somewhere. I don't know where he sent it to.
Oh, well, I'll send it to you if he didn't send it to you.
Okay.
Maybe. Why is this so fucking complicated? I'll do it with my phone. It's easier. This is why I don't have a lot to do with Skype, because it pisses me off all the time.
Okay.
All right, it should be sent by now. I'll send it. Yeah. Yeah, V, it's driving me crazy. I'm kind of tired of messing with it.
Present. Screen. Window.
And then plus, do I need to? Yes. Merry Christmas, Oofy. I'm beginning to wonder. Do I need to go fix my curtain before the end of the show so Oofy OCD is okay, or can we end the show with the curtain looking like that?
Oh,
Just to make sure.
they'll just have to assume that
Yeah.
I'm gonna get something. I can't get a picture frame
Oh yeah.
hang it sideways just to.
Yeah, I guess I could do that right there. Like hang it sideways just for shits and giggles. Oh, here we go. If you crop the screen right, it would look like a UFO's outside your window. We could do that too. We could do that too.
There you go.
So, but anyways, everybody, thank you much. I guess we're not going to have a show
Merry
next
Christmas,
week.
everybody.
Mm-hmm. Oh, let's see. Okay, so here's another question. We'll have one the day after. We'll have one January 2nd, correct?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
We will do January 2nd. Okay, so we're going to skip next week.
We're going to skip next week, but we'll be back on the 2nd.
All right.
So
Merry
everybody,
Christmas.
Merry Christmas and Happy New Year. And drive carefully and have fun and enjoy.
Mm-hmm.
Appreciate everybody.
Eat trash and hail Satan. Just saying. Merry Christmas,
Good.
guys. Mm-hmm.
Okay. So thanks again, Maria. Always a pleasure. Thanks for coming in, everybody.
Merry Christmas and Happy New Year.
Merry Christmas and good night.